on this beautiful Monday morning of August the 1st. Today we are going to be getting started with a little stream series that I've been wanting to do for a while now called Pytheas Paradise, a Prey Mooncrash journey, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing today. Taking a look at Mooncrash, playing through a little bit of it for 30-ish minutes here, at least. Currently sitting at 18 hours and 19 minutes into this playthrough of Mooncrash. I have completed Mooncrash once before, just prior to this playthrough. I shouldn't say just prior, because it's been a couple months now, but if I'm not mistaken, that particular run was about a 50-hour run. I think it was more specifically like 48 something, I can't exactly remember. So, roughly we're about 1/3-ish, a little over 1/3 the way through of this run of Mooncrash. So let's go ahead and hop in. And for anyone who may be joining us here today for the first time, basically what we are doing here is one of the most incredible acts of industrial espionage, excuse me. What we're looking at is one of the most incredible acts of industrial espionage that I've seen in a video game. And the basic premise, for those who don't know, is we are a member of a rival corporation to the main corporation in the main game, Prey 2017. That would be TranStar. We work for Cosma Corporation, and we are trying to understand a disaster that occurred on one of TranStar's moon research facilities called Pytheas. We're doing so through a series of simulations of what little is known about the base and the very neural connectomes, the essentially mined copies of some of the people who lived and worked on this base. And we're currently entering a part of the base called Moonworks. It's essentially the base's mine. And I do apologize for the delays here in the loading. I am playing on an Xbox One S. Not the fastest hardware out there, but gets the job done just fine. And here we are. Let's go ahead, take a quick look, see where we're at, because I cannot exactly remember where we're at in this particular run. Looks like I have an okay selection of weapons available to me. Okay amount of ammunition for both, not great. Really could use some more 9mm. No neuromods available at the moment, and we are currently playing as Claire Witten. And she is just about the baddest of the bad in this game. Not necessarily in Mooncrash, for sure. Definitely my favorite character in Mooncrash. Really, really interesting. I enjoy her story. So let's go ahead. We're trying to, it looks like, get out through the escape pod, which is the preferred method of escape for Claire Witten. We also need her memory marker. And we're only at corruption level 1, so I think we're going to for sure go grab that. That is an important thing that needs to happen. Wow. I've been really into Titanfall 2 lately, and so these controls just feel remarkably sluggish in comparison. But that is part of the appeal, I suppose. It is definitely part of the charm of this game. Movement is by no means bad, and you certainly can move quick. Not unlike Titanfall. You do have a jump pack, but no ability to wall run. Being said, there's other ways to get around that. Such as the fact that clamber in this game is just impeccable. So, there we have our little Titanfall 2 moment. TM. No disrespect, Respawn. Love you guys. Looks like we got one phantom hanging around. And
service request log 4 aperture controls.
good nade.
Initiate vacuum.
Lovely. Now we get to see
Clear the area.
what the hell happened around here. Right.
Claire, this is Basilisk. Orbital intercept M13 tells us there is elevated activity on all TranStar security channels. We think you've been compromised. We need you to destroy all evidence of your operations. I'll contact you soon with further instructions. Basilisk out.
Right. So we've been made. I have been attacked by a mimic. I think. Maybe not. There is kind of a... I'd hardly call it a glitch. Some strangities in the physics of this game. You can get very easily injured by just stepping over movable objects in the environment. Go flying.
Warning. Fire hazards detected.
But just something to keep an eye out for.
Soil analysis in progress.
Maybe not. I know we did at least have a phantom left to deal with. I think I'm going to take the easier route. Just give him the full beams here. Well, beams given. Alright. Good amount of fun things and some materials we can use. So it looks like we don't have a spot for this chipset. Chipset. Oh my god. I also need to see corruption level back down just shortly. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's actually a couple more of these we need to grab. No.
Materials compartment at 100% capacity.
This is, by the way, for any of you into Prey and Mooncrash, if you're getting started, this little route I'm taking here up around the side of this larger Moonworks area. Love this route. Pretty much never. Can't remember this one. And you're gonna want a little bit farther. you know, if you look at this map, a lot of these little areas, these jumps, I mean, it's almost made to look like stairs. I feel like that was the intention of the games. You have just a little bit more ability to get around. Otherwise, spooky fucking. Here we are, climbing on the pipes again. Oh god, there's a lot of pipe climbing and pipe crawling in this game. Quite a lot, in fact, it is. Now, back in the relative safe moment. So we can ditch our transponder along with any other items we deem useful. Boltcaster, certainly I do not need. Two of the electrostatic cutters, psychostatic cutters rather. And useful at all. Those. So yeah, we do have to go destroy some listening devices. Kind of thinking I should get more 9mm, but rather save that up for neuromods, which is what I think I'm going to do. So we need to get to the crew annex and then to the crater. Either or. And so you can see here all of these little lines, the blue lines, and the large circle around that just denotes what areas are accessible. We're actually in a really good state right now. Every area is accessible by every other, essentially. So I think for this case, I'm going to want to get to since we're here. And I do think I'm going to be finishing up this stream as soon as we're done with Claire here. Kind of finish it off on a good note, hopefully. And then perhaps later this evening, if not tomorrow, we'll get back to somebody else on the roster of the Pytheas facility. Well, at least one of the other 4 that you can actually play as. Definitely a while for the load on some of these areas, but it is the type of game it is. It would have been cool to have every area all, you know, interconnected without these loading screen doors. Also, from what I understand, though, that may not have been entirely reasonable even outside of the size of the areas and the number of assets the client has to run, etc. I think it's more how the enemy spawning and the enemies work in this game. Because if you clear out every single enemy in an area, they will never respawn there so long as you do not load into a new area. So you could say kill everything in the crater and be completely safe in it for as long as you stay within the crater thereafter until you go to a new area. Kind of interesting way that this game handles its enemies and spawning, and keeps up the horror, allows for the roguelike element of this particular expansion. DLC, whatever you want to call it. It's really another game in its own right, in my opinion. There's so much here. You know, this is one of those games that, to me, I feel like it is almost as groundbreaking as say, well, certainly, like, it's as groundbreaking as System Shock was. And obviously they're two extremely similar games. But go ahead and jet ourselves over. I didn't think you could get up that way. That's kind of the safe way. If you're wondering why I just jetted across the crater like that instead of just running, well, there is a major enemy underneath the regolith of the moon here. I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Hello.
Other little listening devices. Wouldn't be surprised if enemies try to ambush us. Maybe not. It's all fine by me.
You've never seen this?
Got a listening device.
No. First time. Am I that obvious?
Don't worry, we're safe up here. The volunteer will come in first, right over there, followed by the Typhon, which this week is, Typhon Anthrophantasmus.
Is there any risk of an outbreak?
Nah, the Typhon gates keep everything locked down.
But what about the voltaic kind? Wouldn't an EMP disrupt the...
Oh, we don't let those into the crater. That would be a disaster.
It's just a little surreal. You know? Being here on the moon, under a dome, aliens, people with psychic abilities.
Yep, it's like it's not even real.
That's barely.
That is literally what I just said.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Ready?
Yeah, so what they're describing is really quite horrific, in fact. Definitely a lot of what's going on here, a lot of what has gone on here is just, it is genuinely pretty damn horrific. I just noticed that door close and then open again. When it goes red like that, it's closed. It's open. It means that we've got something that should not be around there, but I think that's we'll make it. Little nod to Halo Combat Evolved there if you caught that. And we're going back into Moonworks, another loading screen. The most exciting part of my streams. For the moment. By the way, I would certainly love to know from anybody who's watching if my mic is working okay this time. Was having some severe issues with that before. And also, if it is, let me know the quality sounds. Hoping to get a new mic soon-ish. But for the moment, with any luck, this should be working for us. Looks like we're about 20 minutes in. Not bad for this particular little run through with Claire. You know, I always say this now, I don't want to jinx myself, but certainly, just based on what I remember here, we're at a pretty low corruption level. Was able to keep it there at level 1. That's a good thing. Probably gonna hit level 2 by the end of this run. That's alright. Get Claire's story objective finished up. Get her out of here, and then I will be out of here. Any day. Video game. Come on. Any day. There we go.
Warning. Fire hazards detected.
Alright, here's the secret when you get into Moonworks. I'm only gonna explain this once. Up on that barricade here. Gonna leave some goodies for anyone who may come after. You never know if you do die in this game. Anything that you have left around the map like that, those weapons will be available for the next character to pick up, so at least Claire isn't totally evil here. So now what I'm doing, the reason that we didn't just go back through the crater area to get to the crew annex, it's just because you can kind of get in some hairy little firefights with the Typhon around that area of the crater. I don't particularly love that area, so we are going to not go to that area. Ooh. Trade one hazard for another. I have no clue. That's not ideal. Thankfully.
Typhon material detected.
Hell. I think it might be within my general best interest to make like a tree and get the fuck out of that particular area. Shit, did I go the wrong fucking way? I swear to God I did, didn't I? Sort of. Kind of.
Hello.
This. There we go. I sure didn't. I sure didn't. There's something up there. Good idea. That's not good.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your psychoactive potential is at or near peak level.
I can assure you that is not true in real life right now. Oh, okay, so here we go. Corruption level 2. It's on. On. Now we are playing for time. I'm in Mooncrash, but it wasn't before, I certainly am now.
Seek medical attention.
Had to take that. Okay, I do not want to do that. I know that there was somebody up here. Thermal mimic. Let's do those. Just barely caught that one. Good deal. Alright. So now we need to hop down into that window. Yes, I know you can get to it from the other place, but I don't want to go there. Ah, shit. My god, I am just not with it. I needed the other window. I do apologize. I'm gonna take a quick break for a moment, and we'll be right back. Alright. We're back again. Do apologize for that, as I mentioned a couple moments ago.
Detected.
I, unlike my character, am not at peak psychoactive potential at the moment. That has now been remediated and ameliorated. Oh yes. Grab these emails yet. Got that. There certainly were some useful items up in this room, so I'll call that worth it. I don't feel like I need that. I have the cutter. Yeah, that should... Cool. So, 2 with 1. And the window that I need is that one. I've missed it multiple times now. I apologize. It's definitely not my best run ever. Run or round. I call playing through all of Mooncrash a run, because like that's your time at the end of it. But in this case, I'm just kind of gonna go for, call it what you will. I am so lost. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get to the tram station, and the only way through from Moonworks is the second open window. Get burned again. You know what? No, I'm not gonna get burned again. I don't know why I did that the first time. It was a hell of a lot better. Damn. That was a hell of a lot better than before. Alright, middle window. I see you, little shit. Coming for you. Oh yes. Oh yes. Here we go, here we go. We're gonna make it. Oh, yeah. We made it. We made it. Now where'd you go? So we've got to set something around here. Where? That's the way we're going. Very, very short. So, I know the homeboy that comes along a little bit later is going to need a king or two, which I will see to at the good from here. Launch pistol. Very indeed. We have... Oh, I don't know if we've done that already, so... Why not? Now we have that. Can't remember which escape pod is working. So we're going to be heading back into the crater as soon as we're done with this. Power. Where's power? Nowhere has a radiation leak. Everywhere has oxygen. And yeah, we already know there's a fire hazard here. Trams should all be online. They are. Beautiful. No need to stay. Come on. No baddies or creepy crawlies around here. That is wonderful. Before I go, however, I think it's time to see if I have a skin graph. Yes. And let's go ahead.
Warning.
Oh.
Fire hazards detected.
So... With any luck, this should be our second to last stop. Second to last loading screen. Definitely not doing too bad at this run. 32 minutes as we are sitting, or rather for this stream. It's just about a full run. I think that before this stream started, I had just come in from the crater, which is where you would initially load into upon the start of any new character within a run. But, of course, we started off at Moonworks and worked our way through that. Headed to the crater, back to Moonworks. We're now just about to load into the crew annex. Basically the crew quarters, living quarters, barracks of the facility, if you will. And we're going to get our final listening device, destroy it, and then we are going to head for the one operational escape pod left that is in the crater. Go.
Good afternoon, Pytheas. Last week's basketball tournament was a big success. The Lunatics took the trophy again, winning against the Traitors. That makes 3 consecutive victories for the security folks. I also want to mention the Phantoms are still looking for a few players to fill out their roster. As always, please see Mr. Safra in the crew annex to sign up or reserve gym time.
Look at those textures. Beautiful. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I do really love this mural here in the crew annex. So damn cool. That, of course, being the suit that your main character within the main game wears. I do think we basically wear the same thing here. Being employee of Star. Not gonna deal. Have a bean, would ya? Ooh. Couple L's I took right there. Did not dodge either one of those, and I knew they were coming. God damn it. Oh well. nothing else of value in here. I haven't seen too many of these. These really sweet Art Deco IV drip looking things. Pretty goddamn cool. I do just love the art style of this game. I mean, even though kind of everything that's going on here, Jesus, just look at the corpses everywhere. This is not, happy things happened here at one time, but not anymore. Not anymore. I have no fucking idea what the hell that is off in the distance. Something on the Mooncrash side. Safe code. What is the goddamn safe code? Not a thing you want to run into. I am using up my resources like nobody's damn business. Okay. Myself here. Maybe greater hacking ability, I think.
You want to see me?
Ah, yes. Officer Bhatia. Come in. You have a son in the AIL, is that right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
You must be proud of him.
I am.
Maybe we can find a place for him on the TranStar security team one day, hmm?
I'm sure he'd be honored. Was there something you needed?
Straight to it. I like that about you, VJ. Here. What would you make of this?
It's a surveillance device.
And?
It's one of ours. Did you get this from security?
No. I found it here, in my room.
Sir, I have never given an order to...
No, VJ. I don't suspect you. I wouldn't have called you in if I did. But maybe another member of your team, perhaps acting on someone else's orders.
I trust my people. I can't imagine any of them doing this.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Sir?
We imagine too little. Picture what it would take for one of your men to betray you. How they would do it. Why? Imagine if you failed to detect them. Then imagine my disappointment.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Mr. Yu. You have my word.
I'm sure you will. That's all, Officer Bhatia. You can leave that here with me.
Okay, it's really on now. Oh my god. Okay. Shut the hell up. Been something good. Alright. We're here. Tell you what, I really need a skin graft right now. Something fierce.
All right, Claire. We've learned that Director Yu is planning to duplicate her personality onto an operator using TranStar's emulation tech. OC is fairly certain she'll launch the operator as an emergency measure afterwards. We need you to hide your command key on that operator. Your key has a few programs that will hijack the emulation process and make the experience terminal. It'll look like an accident. And then, when the operator launches, we'll scoop it up. We're still working on an exit strategy for you. I'm sorry. Everyone is scrambling up here. We've lost contact with our assets on Talos 1. I'm sure things aren't much better on the moon. Good luck.
This is a security reminder. Crater access from the crew annex is prohibited and constitutes a severe breach of safety protocol.
Oops.
Busted shotgun with me. Why do I need that control module for anything? Either one of those or not. Shit, this is gonna. as well. Quick actions. Sure. Well, this has certainly wound up taking much longer than I anticipated it would. That's okay. God damn. The big iron on my hip. Pytheas Labs we go. Well, I guess I sort of lied earlier. This should now be the second to last loading screen. Sorry about going silent there for a second. Just kind of wanted to take a quick break for a moment while this is loading. And I was able to confirm that my mic is working now. Wonderful. Super stoked to hear that. And
Attention
continue.
everyone. We have a very special announcement from our facility director. This is Director Riley Reed. We'll soon begin testing of the new Typhon towers in the...
Might as well recycle that later. Ooh. That's not good. I have EMP charges, and I'm gonna use them too. Well, actually, I really can't, can I? There's little to nothing I can do other than try and get some of them. Oh well. I do have to cut her. I'm gonna have to use that for my advantage, I think. Both of my weapons are malfunctioning. Shit. Right here.
Tick tock, tick tock.
What it is. Ooh. Definitely will be using that. We were starting to get up there in terms of corruption level. Again, you come here, you see the stairs are out. Not even a problem. I don't think you need a jump pack for this particular little climb. Also, if I'm not mistaken, we should have some more mods, plenty. Yes. Thinking that there was something more around here, more valuable than a piece of paper. Ooh. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and get some of this shit. With the hope. This as well. Try to get some of this recycled as soon as possible. Watch out. No. Just that.
Hello.
One thing about giving up the command key is that we no longer will be able to open doors at will, so hope I haven't screwed myself. Here we go.
Claire, I'm very sorry. OC is... They're saying they can't dedicate any assets for dust-off, and there's just nothing I can do. I'm sorry. You're on your own. Basilisk out.
Absolute worst double cross. So rough. Well.
Hello.
That was good timing up there, yes, indeed it was. You know what? Why don't you all just have another if you like them so much? take it. Yeah. There was not paying attention. It's time to split. Let's ride this. Moonworks. Holy shit, that got so hairy. Oh, that was rough. That was super, super rough. I should have bet it there, but nope. Not today. Wow. That was wild. That was a genuinely wild play. What a game. I just gotta say, you know, if you enjoy Deus Ex, if you are ever about that, System Shock, of course, if you are ever about, you know, Halo Combat Evolved back in the day and Marathon, then this is your game. It's a masterpiece all around. And I am specifically talking about Mooncrash, not the main Prey of 2017, nor the older Xbox 360 Prey, which has little to nothing to do with this one, from what I understand. I never have played the quote-unquote original Prey. Just 2017 and Mooncrash, and so well worth it.
Warning, fire hazards detected.
Another loading screen down. We got that finished. With any luck, we should be able to save ourselves here. Oh yes, we'll be taking that. Good old boy Pytheas. Make a friend for yourself. Wait. See all this. I feel bad. I should just off. What's this? Fascinating. Genuinely fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen this piece of paper before. Well, got it now. Got there. Okay, it's eased up. Now, I need to see. Do I have a nav chip? It appears I do not. Super glad I checked because I'll decide which way I want to go. I think we'll check here first. It's got a level sex static cutter too. This is one of my favorite weapons from the game of all time. So really reminds me a lot of that old aesthetic, some of the really classical synthesizers, mini mode, rock 5. There's various synths from that era. All have just realized I should be keeping the 12 on me. It's get a little hairy in these escape pod areas, but I am not here for
Warning. No escape
fight.
pods remaining. Please try another.
No more pods. Isn't it? In there, yes, there is. Into that front. Something's gotta go. It's all when we walk in. Looks like he's the only homeboy hanging around. Gonna head up the elevator, bro? Maybe not. Maybe not gonna head up the elevator. That's okay.
Seek medical attention.
Living and death. Just weren't having it. Haha. Can I put those around? Yes, indeed.
Warning.
Did kind of gonk on my shot. This is really looking like we're in the home stretch now.
Typhon material detected.
What, are you kidding me? Where? Where?
No Typhon detected.
Okay then. That's fine by me. Okay. Oh. We might make it, boys. We might just make it through this one. Let's tell the At a very high corruption level, albeit, but nonetheless. I can't say that I'm not happy with, as far as I've had this far. Just in this particular stream, nonetheless. It's gone quite well, in fact. I mean, if you want to talk about, like, getting yourself out of a hairy situation or two, then certainly. That was a good example of where that chair just flew. Like, God in heaven. That was good. Out anyway. away just long enough to get myself some tools. It's about time to pop on out. So I'm almost wondering. I only need 2 more neuromods to get the final hacking ability, which is super useful. I'm obviously not going to be able to use it in this particular run. But I really do almost wonder if I can get myself just enough organic material. Ooh, I think I might be able to. Yep. Absolutely. So 2 neuromods right now. I'm gonna do it. Except plus alcohol, but what a shame. What a shame. Alright, one more. Get it. I put it. And jam the needles into your eyes. Aha. Well, I've got to say this run has already gone a lot better than I expected. I mean, you gotta plan on dying. When you're playing Mooncrash, you just have to plan on dying. And plan ahead, you know, just like I did there. Leave that elite wrench for somebody else who can use it. Or conversely, make someone else's run harder by eating everything that was in the Moonworks kitchen. So, but that was necessary. If you saw that little play back in the back in Pytheas labs, rather, that was something. I really about bit it there. So this is absolutely going to be the last loading screen for this stream. Definitely like to take a quick moment and just say thanks to anybody that's tuned in at the time. I appreciate it. I really, really do. And I hope that you will come back with me later this evening to finish up another run with somebody else. Of course, by somebody else, I mean another one of the characters within this game. It will be yours truly, Jones Simulation Thesis, conducting this particular stream. So, here we are. Just about to load into the crater. And we're dropping off not too far from that escape pod. Definitely gotta let that sit. Really, really
Gate reactivation in 3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
Is a problem? Oh yes. So I apologize, we actually did not drop close to the escape pod. In fact, it might as well be on the other fucking side of this facility. Ah, shit. There we go. split, time to split, time to split. It's time to split. Through that fucking door before it closes, god damn it. There we go. Ooh! Spicy. Just barely made that one. Woohoo! Oh, God.
Warning. One escape pod remaining. Please evacuation in orderly fashion.
I gotta say, my heart rate is definitely up, because this is the moment at which this whole run could go really sideways. Really, just the one?
Scanning. Typhon threat imminent.
Good to turn the tables. Oh, we're gonna make it. Hell yeah. Alright. Ooh. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. Claire Whitten's story done, and we're gonna get her out in the escape pod. But before we do that, let's go ahead and load some stuff up for later this evening. Gonna leave basically everything I can. All I need is the nav chip. So a half decent little bit of materials. Time delay. Ooh, you know what? These are going to be even more useful. Use one next. And we'll drop that. Just for that. Gotta keep your total mass down. To, you know, get the proper delta V to get back to Earth, of course. There we are. Alrighty. Woohoo! Here we go. Made it out. We made it out. Alright. Done with the escape pod. Almost there. So it looks like we've got a grand total 27,380. That run 48,779. Ooh, well, we have a new message. I guess we might as well see what it has to say. One more loading screen. I think I'm going to leave you guys there, and we'll get started with this next little bit, mainly of the story here, very shortly. So, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Let's plan on 7:30 Mountain Time tonight, and we'll get started on part 2.